So what is the number one self-defense flashlight I highly recommend for you to get? This is it, the ThruNite BSS version 6. Out of all the flashlights out there, this is one I recommend for you to get. And here's why. So first of all, if in case you need to go ahead and put this on your belt, this does it. It has a holster that is included for you. Not only that, you can go ahead and strap it on yourself in two different ways. One, put the belt over here. Two, just go ahead and use some kind of an attachment hook, or just if you're walking and you need a flashlight for safety, you can just put a nail and put it right there. Now the next thing about this, which makes it super cool, is the following. Right over here, it has a self-defense beefed up thing right at the top over here that is extremely sharp. So as a weapon of last resort, this will be something that you should definitely consider having. Second thing, why a flashlight is probably the ultimate self-defense weapon. First of all, this thing is built like a tank. Two, it has a strobe mode right in here. All you have to do when you turn this on, you turn it on right from the back over here. Then all you have to do next is you have a button right here and you can go through all the modes, or you can go ahead and use the strobe mode. The strobe mode is very easy. You just press on it and let it go. And the strobe mode is in here. And it totally, oh man, backflashed right at me. But it totally blinds your attackers because it has the strobe mode over here. Now, if you don't like it, and you don't like what I mean, if you don't like this right here, it is just a little bit of a metal piece here that's easy for you to just go ahead and put this right on your belt. But if you dislike it, you can just go ahead and take it out. It's easy for you to go ahead and take it out and put it away and then use this without. But I do like it, so I do think it's kind of really cool and useful, especially if you want to put it in the pocket of your jeans. Now it has a few modes over here as well. So by this, you just turn it on, it goes on the lowest mode and it stays there, or it just remembers whatever mode you left it at. And then you can go cycle through the different powers and modes over here, which are 3 different modes that are available, which are pretty powerful. And then you have the lowest level that you can use as well. So this flashlight is very cool, and it has very unique mechanism over here, which has on and off right over here, and then you go through it and you can cycle the whole entire power. Now this specific flashlight does have a USB-C cable. The USB-C cable is right on the side over here, so you can take it out and you can charge it. But the size of it is what really matters. It is small, it is convenient, and it is extremely powerful. So turning this off, we have a small button right on here on the side. It is a blue button right there. The blue button will actually turn this whole thing on and off right on the side, and it cycles through the different modes. So it's easy for you to actually see what mode you're actually blasting this flashlight by pressing this button over here. Now on the back over here, this is the police version where you're actually just holding it, and then you can go turn it on or turn it off, which is really cool because now it remembers your last power that you had this on. The best part is the blaster. You just keep on holding this and it blasts this strobe right at you, and it's very powerful. Overall, it has so many awesome features for you to use. It is small, it is convenient, and it's amazing. If I was gonna recommend any kind of flashlight for you to get for EDC purposes, I do think this is one of the better ones I have tested. Now there is a lot of flashlights out there, I have tested so many of them, but out of mine, I consider this one of my top 3 for my rotation. So if I was gonna get anything, let's say I'm going outside, let's say I need something as an extra for me, this would be the flashlight I totally recommend for you to get. Yes, there is other flashlights more fancy and better, but for the price, for the money, for the quality, and specifically the beefed up face over here that makes this thing actually look like a stun gun when it's not, this thing is just amazing. With the strobe light feature, easily accessible, all the different modes in the power of your hand, turning it on and off, everything else in between, this makes it an almost a perfect 10. Now, Should I actually say it's a perfect 10? I think so. And overall, I was thinking maybe a 9.8, but comes to think about, I cannot think of any other better improvements that can make this even better. Therefore, I give this a top 10 out of 10 flashlight. So if you're thinking and on the fence about getting this, don't. This is probably the best flashlight you can buy for the money today. So up close you can see how it actually looks like, and this thing is an absolute beauty. The whole entire thing has the metal over here, and I do like the whole grip altogether. It feels really good in the hand, and it's also built like a tank. You can see the logo over here of this company, and it looks like an actual two different feathers that are going up on both sides, and Native American logo right in the middle over here. Now the next thing about this is the clip over there, and this is easy to go ahead and put this on your jeans or just about anywhere else. And if you dislike this clip, just go ahead and take this off. The buttons, there is two of them, one in the back over here. This is the one you press on to activate this thing, and another one right on this side where you go ahead and flip through all the different modes. The aggressive self-defense face, I believe that not all models actually have this, and you might have to order the extra clip for this, but I'm not exactly sure. So it might or might not actually have this coming with it. So keep this in mind. But if you do want this, make sure you do order this thing, because this is just awesome. It puts this on a whole new level of game, all combined. The switch are right in the back here. This is the rubbery side to this. Everything else is built out of solid metal, not cheap plastic, which is great as well. Opening this up, and there is no real reason for you to open this in reality, because you have the USB-C cable over here, but I just want to show you what is inside. There is a 3400 mAh battery that is included over here, and this battery uses 3.6 volt over here, which is pretty powerful. So in case something ever happens and this battery just stop working after multiple uses and charges, you know, you can easily just go ahead and get a different battery and put it right in here, and it will still work. So this is great altogether, because this way sometimes you want to save a bit of money when you get those things, and you can reuse this probably for ages before the battery actually goes bad. So it's winter outside, let's check it out. See the functions and how this flashlight actually works. Turning this on. This is the regular light as you turn this on, and then we have the blue light right here, and we can change how the power actually works in here. So I'm showing you how powerful this thing actually is, how far away it actually grows as well, all the way up to the tip of this thing, and you can actually aim it here as well too. Now let's go ahead and change the modes around. So that's the lowest mode, that's the higher one, and that's the highest one. And this is the strobe mode over here. You just press on it. It's not very powerful, but it's pretty interesting, and I did get the attention of somebody. So let's see how this works with something high up on the tree, and you can really tell the difference in here, how powerful this does get. Wow. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and that's it. Same thing right here. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Lights up like a Christmas tree. I think there's even a 4 one over here. Now the lowest one is great for walking and opening the path up. As you can see, there is different kind of powers for you to use here. Just never know how much you need as you're walking. Obviously the lowest one is good for trail or just reading something. Here's number 2, number 3, number 4 is much better. so you can see much bigger things out in the open. But I want to show you what happens when you turn everything off. It's kind of dark. So as you walk around, you really do need some kind of a light for you to see things over here. And look at that tree. This tree is huge. And you can see how powerful this thing is. Wow. And this one is better for us to see the effects of this. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and turn this off. You can definitely see how powerful this can get. So the lowest one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Now the strobe mode. I really like this one. Lights up like a Christmas tree. Probably the neighbors are thinking, what is he doing? So absolutely dark place, but I want to show you how this light actually shines in the darkness. So this one is it, the lowest power of this flashlight. Now we are turning it to number 1, and you can see over here how good this light actually goes with power number 1. This is number 2 over here. It's good as well, but it's much more powerful. This one is number 3, and you can see how much brighter everything is right now. And number 4 is the brightest that it actually goes, which is such a big difference. Now let's go ahead and turn on the strobe light. And you can see here how this one works as well. And you can just let it go and it will work the strobe for you. And over here we can see the switch over here. As you turn this on, the switch does light up in the dark. And you can go ahead and cycle through the different modes with this light. When you're done, just press on the back over here and it's all dark.